So definitely my childhood has completely made me who I am. I grew up with a very early morning regime. Do your homework in the morning, then go to school. That was how I was. A lot of training and definitely a lot of grit as well. So it was different for us, for the three girls, me, Amani, and Alina, that went to Korea and joined this team. And I think dream big also. I definitely never thought that I would end up being here where I am, but I always wanted to. It was definitely tough. We were definitely very nervous going into it. Oh, they like us, we'll be like them. But at the end of the day, no matter where you're from, if you're Pakistani at heart, you're Pakistani. And I think that just is what tied us together. So I do plan to go to Canada, join a league there, and get that international training. And then I do also want to hopefully get to go to the UK training camps that are there.
Welcome to Champs Unplugged, where we go beyond the trophies and the medals to actually uncover the real stories behind the rising sportsmen of Pakistan. Today, we have a very inspirational young athlete who has dominated not only the netball court, but also her classroom. So at the age of 18, she's aced her A-levels. She's represented Pakistan in netball, a clean sweep in Korea, and now is on her way to the University of Toronto. So welcome, Parisa, to our show.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It's honestly an honor. Yeah.
So Parisa, first, of course, the most obvious and the automatic question.
Yeah.
Most of the student athletes struggle with time management. So how do you balance your education and sports?
That's actually such a good question because it's been something that I've honestly struggled with. But since the third grade, I've been an all-rounder. I've done I do public speaking. Obviously, there's studies and there's student council and everything. But I get asked this question a lot, and I think it's just trial and error of your schedule. And once you've got to that schedule, you just have to keep pushing through it. It's so tough, and I have been drained because of it, but it's so worth it because if I hadn't been pushing myself and I hadn't been up early in the morning and sleeping right on time and getting my full sleep, then without that I would definitely not be here. So it's just a lot of trial and error, a lot of blood, sweat and tears, but it works out eventually. Yeah.
Okay, Parisa. So take us through, a bit of, tell us a bit about your family, your early childhood. How has it been and how has it shaped you as an individual?
Yeah, so definitely my childhood has completely made me who I am. And I would say that it started with cycling. From the age of 10, me and my younger brother Shamir, we started cycling together. We've been twins when it comes to that. And it was always subah utho 4 baje, and then we would do our little warm up, and then we would cycle 20, 40 kilometers. The most I've done is 54. And this was all
here
before.
In Karachi?
Yes, here only. Literally, we were part of Critical Mass Karachi. My dad was the admin of Critical Mass Karachi. So I grew up with a very early morning regime. Do your homework in the morning, then go to school. That was how I was. So it was from cycling, that whole keep pushing thing but have fun with it kind of thing. But then when I would train for something, when I would have a tournament early in the morning, even a basketball inter-house tournament, I would work out with my brothers. I would be doing push-ups, planks, everything in the morning. My dad would make us do it. Me, Shamir, and my youngest brother Mikhail. So it was definitely this routine and this regime of having to wake up early in the morning and lights out at night. It's something that's just grilled into me and my brothers and my family.
Perfect. It's so refreshing to hear because, in this day and age where, we see most of the youngsters having late nights and, having difficulty waking up early, and following that routine.
Yeah.
It's quite refreshing.
Yeah, my household is an early morning family. I remember when I first realized, okay, people don't wake up before 10, 11 on Sundays. I was shocked because that's when we would go cycling. Our family's up at 4, 4:30. Even my dad wakes up at 4:30 early in the morning. So I'm waking up late according to that. So, and I'm really grateful for this. It's I love being a morning person. I love having my time in the morning. I love getting everything done in the morning. Leaves my night free. So it works.
Perfect. So having a sports-loving family and disciplined family is surely a blessing.
Yeah, it's the biggest blessing I think I have. Alhamdulillah.
Awesome. So we'll talk a bit about your Korean trip.
Yeah.
So was this your first representative trip outside Pakistan?
Yes, it was.
So how was the experience?
you can't describe it. It was like the most surreal experience in the world, and I'm honestly really blessed to like have that as an opportunity. But it's a foreign land, and also the city that we went to, Jeonju, it's called the most Korean city in South Korea. There's nothing in English. There's barely any halal food, and everyone there just like sticks to their own thing, like at least the Korean people. But my team and like just the environment was still so like beautiful and welcoming, and it would like drizzle, and it was just like that environment definitely added with all of like our wins, alhamdulillah. It was just magical. Like it was like my dream come true. So yeah.
Perfect. And of course the team remained unbeaten during this phase. Yeah. So you probably won the plate division of this tournament.
Yes.
So what were the keys to this success?
So I think like a lot of training, and definitely a lot of grit as well. Like, so it was different for us, for the three girls, me, Amani, and Alina, that went to Korea and like joined this team, because we had to adjust to their training and their schedule and like even their diet. We're used to training and then coming home to desi food, but then we were over there like eating, I don't even know like what. And so I think that resilience to like keep going, even when we were tired, we would eat breakfast, straight go to training, come back, rest, and then go to our match, and then stay there after that, do our cool down, then come back home and lights out. We had to sleep. So it was definitely a lot of like, pushing ourselves. But yeah, and I think dream big also. Like I definitely never thought that I would end up being here where I am, but I always wanted to. It was always my khwahish, like one small step at a time. So I think it takes that also, like risk. So yeah.
And of course, you mentioned the change in routine. So of course, you must have been exposed to a lot of your contemporaries or counterparts in other countries. You must have seen their playing style, their training method. So was it an eye-opener? Anything new that you guys learned?
Yeah, 100%. So I think, first of all, adjusting to British netball training is completely different. And then when we saw the Maldives team on court, they were obviously our toughest match. They're short, but they're so swift. So you automatically know that their footwork training has to be out of this world. Like we had our passes, we had our coordination, but they just had their footwork. So, and then we would see, I believe it was the Malaysia team in the middle of their matches. They were in Group A, but in the middle of their matches, the people on the bench, they would be using a skipping rope, like just to warm themselves up. And it was so unique and interesting to see, but it works for them. It gets your, your adrenaline going. So, yeah, those were things that I saw, and I thought they were pretty cool. So yeah.
Of course, all of your team members come from different backgrounds, and it's not often that you get to play or train together.
Yeah.
So how was it, developing that chemistry within the team, or the camaraderie that you guys, eventually developed?
Yeah, it was definitely tough. Like we were definitely very nervous going into it. Like, oh, they like us, we'll be like them. But like at the end of the day, no matter where you're from, if you're Pakistani at heart, you're Pakistani. And I think that just is what tied us together. The second we had lunch, they literally joined our table and they said, we're just gonna like bombard you. And then we just started talking, we started making jokes. We talked in the bus rides on the way to training and then the matches. And yeah, it was just like stepping outside our comfort zone, definitely getting to know like different people. Like we'd help them a little bit with their Urdu, and then they'd help us and tell us our accent was interesting. And like, it was little jokes like that. But I think the coordination during the training is really what pushed us to become like good friends and a family for sure.
Perfect. So now it's probably, hopefully, friendship for life.
Yes, inshallah. Yeah, it has to be. Like after a win like that, I think you're just bonded forever. So yeah.
Awesome. And tell us a bit about your pre-game rituals, your mental and physical routine that you follow to keep that peak performance.
Okay, so I'm someone that needs to listen to like really loud music right before I'm going in. So that's what I would do. I have my earphones on, like shut out the world and just listen to like really loud music. But then like once I'm on there, it's just like what do you call that? Go hard, play hard kind of mindset. So it's like you have to block everything out. If you want that win, you have to go in with a fighter mindset. If you're going to go into a match really nervous, you're not, like, chances are you're not going to win that. And those were something that some of those girls even struggled with. So I used to tell them, like, no, like, you cannot go into this, like, scared. You're better than them. And even if you think you're not better than them, like, fake it till you make it. So I think that was definitely the mindset that I used to, like, go onto court. And I also wanted to impress, like, the rest of the team. I wanted to impress, like, our coach and, like, you know, all the other girls on my team. So I guess just fake it till you make it and, like, just pretend like no one can stop you. And then, yeah.
Awesome. And I think this is something that you've probably learned from your school as well, because
Yes. Yes.
in school you have been a student leader as well, right?
Yeah.
So as a leader, you have dual responsibilities.
Yeah.
You have to carry your team, your group,
Yeah.
but you also have to look after your own performance.
Hmm.
But in this environment, so how do you manage to create that healthy rivalry? Because there's at one level there's competition,
Yes.
and at one level you're trying for the whole team to succeed.
Yeah.
So how do you manage that? That I would say, the mindset,
Yeah.
of not only looking after your own performance, but
Yeah.
also making sure that the others also elevate their performance.
Yeah, so like I said, like from the third grade, I'd always been part of some sports team or the other. First, it was swimming, it was throw ball, it was basketball, and etc. And then eventually, when you take part in so many group activities, I was really blessed to be given like captaincy of like several teams since I was young. So I think because I've been groomed to kind of be a leader, that is essentially what's now in my nature, to like not only like put everyone else first, but then also like make sure like my stress or my my actions or like my mistakes aren't affecting everyone else. So it was a lot of trial and error. I played intercollegiate nationals last year, and there was one match where I was completely stressing and it was throwing everyone else off their game. I was captain also, so I gave myself a pep talk like, you can't afford this. And then after that, I got better at like taking care of myself, taking care of everyone else, and just like, putting the game first. So yeah.
Perfect. So you're not a born leader, but I think you've kind of evolved into a leader
Yeah,
over
you
time.
have to. Yeah. Especially I think like with all the opportunities I've been blessed, like I was also like debate head and I was deputy head girl also. So it's like all of these different things like in my life that basically have like evolved me to like molded me to who I am. So yeah.
And how else has sports helped you, maybe in academics?
Yeah.
What skills do you think you've developed, or maybe vice versa, education helping you in sports?
Yeah, so I think from what sports helped me a lot was communicating with people. I think on the court, you have to learn how to be humble, respectful to the other teams, and then respectful to your players when they're making a mistake, and like how to like get over that. So that definitely helped me make a lot of friends. Like that's how I would say like I became like a much more communicative person, and how to be patient when things are going wrong. That's what sports taught me. And then from like academics and I would say public speaking, that's where I got my ability to talk to people, like how to carry myself and how to play on the court, and how to just like talk to my coaches, like, and be understanding towards them, and how to be confident, how to give interviews. So like it's like aspects from like everything, literally.
So talking about sports in general, any other sports that you follow or sporting idols that you have?
Sporting idols. Okay, so I have two younger brothers and they're great swimmers. So I think I grew up kind of watching Michael Phelps on the TV.
Mm-hmm.
I would say like and there was like this whole thing that he wasn't going to do 2016 Rio Olympics. And I watched his whole documentary on that and how he fought to come back. So there's definitely that. But I would say even like Simone Biles, the US gymnast, she literally took a break for 2 years because of, everything that she was going through. So I would say like, as a female athlete, she's definitely a role model for me. Like she has to be. So yeah.
Of course, Pakistan netball still has a long way to go, in terms of securing good rankings in world, world rankings.
Yes.
You are now, of course, starting a new chapter in your life. But do you plan to help the team, realize its future goals, or is it? Is this the end?
No, 100%. There's a lot more way to go. I think something that I learned from going to Korea was how much, like, okay, I might be like one of the best in Pakistan, but I need international training as well. So I do plan to go to Canada, join a league there, and get that international training. And then I do also want to hopefully get to go to the UK training camps that are there. And like already the second I came back, I went to school, I started teaching them the drills that I learned. So I want to give back to my community as well, but also like better myself, because I have not unlocked my potential, at least I don't believe so. So
perfect, yeah. So of course we've talked about time management.
Yes.
But as a teenager, you also, face a lot of pressure in terms of juggling your time between studies, sports, family, a very active social life, a lot of junk food, So how do you keep that discipline, or how, in fact, are there any techniques of actually countering that pressure, calming yourself? Do you
Yeah.
practice such techniques, or how do you navigate your way around all these distractions?
So for me, it's actually just that the second I start getting stressed out by one thing, I just jump to the other thing and take my mind off it. There's not a single extracurricular in my life that I would say I've done that I did not enjoy. And that's something that I also love space. I love astrophysics. That's what I want to pursue. But so when I would get stressed, I would just start working on my website. Like that calms me down. I'm getting to research. I'm having fun. Or when debate was getting too much, I would just go start playing a sport with my friends. Like I love playing volleyball. I've started playing paddle. I love that sport. When I need a break from all of that, I have my family, alhamdulillah. I have a brilliant group of friends that always keep me in check. They're the ones who are asking me like, oh, are you taking care of yourselves? And I'm like, yeah, but it's like my family, it's the support group that I have that's keeping me in check as well. And I have friends that push me to be better. I have parents that push me to be better. I have brothers, amazing brothers who are also athletes. I learn from them. When I have an injury, I go straight to them. I'm like, okay, can you just help me fix this? So I have a good support group, and I'm just someone that likes to stay busy. So I guess when I get tired, I just do something else.
Perfect. So basically, it's the support group that helps you.
Go through 100%.
Perfect. Awesome. Yeah. So any advice to the aspiring young student athletes or athletes? How to find their passion, find their way.
Yeah. So I would definitely say that always try something new. I've played like 16, 17 sports. And I think something about netball spoke to me. So I stuck with it. And it's not that I stopped doing other things, but I took every opportunity I can get. And sometimes what I would say is some student athletes just get caught up in the whole academic stress of it. But if you really do want to pursue the athletic side, take every opportunity you can get. If you're having national trials, you don't think you're going to make it, that doesn't matter. Still go. See what your level is and then improve and be better. That's what I've done. So stick to it, stick to what your heart wants, keep going even when it gets tough, and keep being who you are 100%. I feel like if I lost my character along the way, I would not be here. So you have to be humble, you have to stay true to your roots, and yeah.
Thank you so much. So that's the story of Parisa Abbas for you. Of course, she proves that through determination, passion, and her heart, you can dominate anything, be it a netball court or your classroom.
Yeah.
A huge thank you to Parisa for, taking us through this journey. And if you're equally inspired, hit that subscribe button to learn more about, such inspiring stories. So thank you once again, Parisa, and best of luck, with your future.
And thank you so much. I had so much fun. Thank you.